Hello everyone, this week's video is our bog vlog, and we've got that much crap to talk about. We're going to have to split it into two vlogs. So this is bog vlog part 1.
And it's basically our little insight into the toilets that are available on a narrowboat.
Yeah, and they fall into 3 main ones at the moment. 2 of them have been around for a long while, the pump out and the cassette. And the more popular
newbie on the block,
the composting toilet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so your pump out toilet basically falls into 2 different types.
Yeah. One is the drop through,
where the toilet is actually sat on top of the tank, and obviously anything you do drops through into the tank. When the tank's full, you then go to a pump out station and have that pumped out.
Yeah. And then there's the macerator, where there's a macerator. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's the toilet is separate for the tank, and you have a macerator type pump which sucks everything out, chops it up, pumps it into the tank, and again, once your tank is full, you then go off to a pump out point to have that tank pumped out.
Yeah. And then there's the cassette toilet, which is exactly the same as what you'd have on a caravan or a motorhome, which we had in our caravan for 10 years.
Yeah. And like I say, we've been caravanning for 10 years, but all we ever done was number 1s in there. Yeah, so all this going to a toilet on a narrowboat has all been very new and very eye-opening.
Yeah, a lot of narrowboaters have 2 to 3 cassettes, so that you haven't got to constantly try and find an LSAM point, because obviously the cassettes don't last as long as like a pump out, having a big tank under your bed or whatever.
It all depends on you whether you're a liverboard, whether you're weekends on the boat, what you eat and drink. We found with the cassette, a cassette would last us 2 days.
Yeah.
One cassette, it holds 19 litres, so you're flushing water's going into the cassette, you're obviously weeing, your solids are going in there. Yeah, so one cassette would last us 2 days. We had 2 cassettes, so that would give us basically 4 days before we'd have to move on to find
an
LSAM point. Then your other type, the pump out type toilets, they have a very large holding tank, and some people can go weeks before they need those pumping out. Now, I'm not going to go into all the fors and against with them, because there's people who swear by cassettes and there's people who swear by pump outs.
Yeah. Everybody to their own.
Yeah, and those who like cassettes obviously don't like a pump out, and vice versa. So don't want to upset anybody. There's plenty enough toilets out there for everybody to find the one that's right for them. Yeah. Basically. What are we now going to do, Debbie?
We're now going to open our parcel, which has a Kildwick toilet in it. Okay. Yeah. So we've got the composting toilets.
Yeah, and when we first started looking at them, the only 2 ones that we was aware of was the
Nature's Head and the Airhead.
Yeah, and I think they're both foreign, and both very clinical and surgical looking, but obviously they do the job brilliantly.
Definitely, yeah.
Our only concern was the actual size of the hole for your solids to go through. I think you'd need a lot of practice to get
and the space between that and where you pee was very short as well, so your aim had to be good.
Yeah, and again, this was only our,
that's how we felt.
Our views as knowing nothing about them. So there's people out there using them and loving them. So no disrespect to anybody who's got one. Then we came across the Kildwick.
Yeah.
And it's a British company, and we bumped into these guys at the Crick Boat Show, 2018, and started looking at that. And I think after seeing their toilet, we was fairly sold on the idea.
Definitely. Yeah.
And you will see in this video why.
Yeah.
We had a visit from our daughter yesterday, and she brought us a big cardboard box. We know what's in it. We just can't wait to open it. So we're now going to take it into the living room, where we've got a little bit more room, and unveil. It's like Christmas. There he goes. This is what we can do with the wide beam. Well, I ordered this 4 weeks ago and they said 4 weeks delivery waiting time because they're all made to order, and true to their word, it was 4 weeks to the day. Right. Ta-da! I think you better stop that. It's surprising how light it is.
Look at that. How brilliant is that?
Yeah, so hole for the solids, the diverter, the urine. There's all the bits and pieces inside, which I think I've just got to assemble the fan units, which will go into either of those holes, wherever we want to vent it out. That's our solids bucket, and we did order one, let's have a look, with a mixer in. So there's the mixer. The mixer handle and everything will be in there. So we're now going to start putting this together. Yeah, so we've just got a little bit of putting together. We've got various different options to where you vent your fan from, left, right or round the back. And then what you get in the kit, you get your electric fan, little 12-volt fan, and 2 blanks. So in our case, the fan is going to be going on that one, so we'll be blanking off the other 2. That's the hole where the handle goes in. And then we've got this.
Yeah, this is a bung or a modesty flap, which will go sit in there for the squeamish.
Yeah, so that just covers the solids hole up. Not that we'll probably never use that unless we've got guests, like Deb says, who's a little bit squeamish.
It's good.
And then inside, how are we gonna, can we pop that lid up? Yeah, so there's our some bags.
Composting bags.
That's for
The
the
lid
urine
for
bottle.
the
Yeah.
urine bottle, and then the handle for the agitator.
So obviously that handle then goes in there. I could do my bread mix in there.
That's good.
Excellent, yeah. And then everything, the bottle and the solids bucket, they're built with a thing called SteriTouch. It's an antibacterial protection, which is actually built into the plastic. Not sure how it's done. I'm sure it will say on the website, but it keeps everything sort of germ-free. Yeah, and what we like about the Kildwick is it's fully enclosed, So should you have any overflows,
Yeah,
that will all
accidents.
be contained within the actual unit itself, making it a lot
Easier
easier to clear up.
And some of the styles are just amazing.
Yeah,
there's so many different types of styles,
colour variation.
colours. Yeah, you can have plain, you can have glitter, which is what we've got.
And you'll see that in a moment.
Yeah, but yeah, everything about the Kildwick done it for me anyway.
If I show you where this is now going to go, and go through into the bathroom, and at the moment, the toilet is there. Now, when the boat was originally built 10 years ago, that actually had a macerator pump-out toilet. So we've still got the original controls on the wall for the macerator pump-out. All the electrics and bits and pieces, pumps and pipes, are all tucked away in that cupboard. And that pumps out into a tank under the bed. But like I say, that was what the original owners had. Then for whatever reason they decided to fit the cassette toilet. It's obviously fitted that way round because you need to be able to open that little door there to pull out the cassette. So originally I think the back of the toilet would have been there, seat opening in the same way. There you go, there's nothing to be scared of in there, nice and clean. But once I get this out, I'm not sure how I'm going to get it out yet, but once I get this out, I think we're going to have ours, so the back of the toilet will be here, so the seat will open that way up. That's the plan. Watch this space, as they say. Right, so what I'm now going to do is start putting all the vents and bits and pieces into place. Now this one is the all-important one. That's with the little 12-volt computer type fan, very low current draw on that, and that is just to draw the air through and help draw the moisture out of there, which is then vented out. There's an adapter that goes on there, and that will then vent out through the vent hose. Right, that's got all the vents and bits and pieces put together. I can't finish the ventilation. There's an adapter that I should have ordered that goes on there to then take it onto the flexible hose to where that will vent outside. But we're going to prep everything else. We've got some, we're going to try using coconut coir, which we got from Poundland or Pound World. No guessing how much that was. That was £1, and that one little block is, you add 4 litres of water, and that will make up a 10 litre tub of compost. And I've tried it before when we first bought it, tried that, and makes it up lovely, but it is very wet if you use the 4 litres of water. Now, we've been on a couple of the Facebook Narrowboat pages and had some advice, and people have said sort of prep it 24 hours in advance, only use 1 litre of water, and then you're going to end up with a sort of nice, loose, dry carbon material. So we're now going to get that broke up and add some water to it, and then we can put that into the solids bucket and get that all ready. And what we got there, Deb?
The cocoa coir, this is how it comes in a block. You lay it either in a bucket or a bowl, and you add 1 litre of water.
Now, from experience, that's going to suck that up rather quick, but we'll just leave that and then break it up in an hour or so's time. Just mustn't get that mixed up with your bread mix that you're doing later.
It's amazing how it soaks up. That's it.
Yeah, so that has just sucked all of that water up, and the actual thickness of it, it's doubled in size. Now it's still dry through there, but I'm assuming through capillary action that will
just turn into dry coir. Amazing.
Right, it's been about an hour now, and yeah, it's still dry in the middle, but if I can get that broke up, and just with that all being together, that should, according to the advice I've had, it should moisten all the way through. I might need to leave it for a little bit longer to absorb some more of the moisture. But as you can see, that's a lovely dry mix. No water coming out of that when you squeeze it. Yeah, so I'll just break that up a little bit more and leave it for another hour and see what it looks like when we come back. Right, that's been about 2 hours since we first started this, and I've had my fingers in here just breaking it down a bit, and we've got a few tiny little dry bits left over, but generally the whole thing is now all broke down. It's only slightly damp. You squeeze that, no moisture's coming out. Your hands are left clean, and that is all ready to go into the mixer bucket. It's actually got a hand rolling but tobacco smell, very faint, for those of you who know what hand rolling tobacco smells like. Yeah, so no, I'm very pleased with that, how that's gone. And that block we showed you earlier, that £1 in money, has now made 10 litres of compost, basically. Right, now going to add this to the mixer bucket, and it says, obviously I'm going to get in trouble if I get this all over the floor, but it will sweep up because it's nice and dry. And it says about 75mm or 3-inch cover on the bottom. So whether that will use all of this, I don't know, but we shall see. And then I'll have to find a small container to keep this in, so that will leave a little bit of an additional. Yeah, so I've left my handle in the thing, so that will mix that up nicely. Lovely. So as you can see, we went for the mixer bucket option.
Yep, with an agitator, which it's just something that I wanted more than Mark, and basically you once you've put all your coir in, or your other cover materials, whatever you decide to have, which can be anything from cat litter, sawdust, wood shavings, but we use coir.
Yeah, which is a compressed cocoa coir.
Yeah.
And depending on what type of bucket you have, will be the way you use it.
Yeah, yeah.
With ours, with a mixer, You fill it up a little bit deeper with your carbon material, and then you're mixing it. The other method is when you don't have a mixer, you put a small amount of cover material in the bottom, and then each time you drop the twins off at the pool, you add a little bit. What?
Okay.
Sorry. Each time
That's
you.
Mark's perception of it. Yeah.
Each time you
Go.
you have a number 2, you add a little bit more cover material, and once every few days you can give it a little mix
with something.
Yeah. Now what we have found is after about a week with the cover material, with what we're using, it gets a little bit hard with the handle to turn.
Yeah. Whether or not it's because it hasn't dried out quick enough.
Yeah, so I've got a garden fork in there at the side of the bucket, and I'll just give it a little fluff up, and it's great. Super
guy. Yeah, so that's round about it for this first one anyway. This is only the first glass as well. So. I'm just thinking. Stick the turkey in the oven.
Oh, see. Turk the pasty. We've only had one.
Oh dear.
Take 2.
No, you need to get me a tissue. So in our next video, you'll get to see Mr. Short Temper here do his little bit, and
hopefully successfully remove the plumbing and our cassette toilet and install our
brand new shiny glittery
Kildwick toilet.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
So if you like this,
if you found this interesting, give us a thumb. If you've
got any questions, obviously we love to hear them, and we'll reply to everyone, and basically we'll see you again soon. Bye.